So in this video I want to talk about, I think I have already said it or so, in this video, or maybe I don't know if I will, I have already said this in other clips, I don't know if I will use it in the video I actually will end up making or editing, but in this video, I could just feel I could just feel my heart did something. I think there was a lot of anxiety. Whew. It felt like I couldn't breathe. It's alright, little Rune. You're doing the best you can and I love you and I appreciate you. I think something inside of me was just afraid that I didn't do it good enough, but let's try to get to the point right now. So yeah, in this video... Oh! What? Stop! So now you can also see me trying to talk about the point of this video, but... This is what is happening to me sometimes when I talk about the trauma and the anxiety. There's no one here, so I think that is the... I have not been diagnosed with complex PTSD, but I think I have it. So I think this is maybe the complex PTSD or something reacting on me talking about the trauma or something like that. I don't know if it is anything else, but let's try to come to the point of this video now. I'll try to come to the point of this video now and just ignore these things. So in this video I want to talk about how have I been feeling in recent months. Today is the 23rd of April and I can feel a lot of pain from my heart right now or something like that. But let's just try to ignore it because I believe that this is anxiety and I know my heart is healthy. I have been to the doctors many times to get them to check this and every time they say it's healthy. So it's probably for me a sign of anxiety, but of course if you experience something with your heart that you don't know what is, or if you are concerned, you should always see the doctor. I don't think I will take this in the video. So I'm just doing this because I was nervous. So in this video I will talk about how have I been feeling in the recent month. Today is the 23rd of April, so we have had January, we have had February, March, and now we are in the 23rd of April. So I'll talk about how have I been feeling this year, and then I will talk about what is my short-term goals here. What are my short-term goals? What is it that I want to focus now here? What is it that I want to focus on now here in the short term? And now I can feel some sadness coming up. I can feel maybe also something inside of me is feeling proud of myself because I'm doing this, but I also feel like I kind of want to throw up right now. Not because something is also scaring me, so let's take a new clip. Sometimes it can be, I don't know if this is making me exhausted, but you know, sometimes it feels like I have to catch my breath. So let's start with January this year. I had a great start. I had a great beginning to the year. I was training to get in shape again so I could play football again. I was training so I could become fit and come back to playing football. I was going to winter bathing. I was trying to make some healthy foods. I was trying to clean my apartment. All of this was not functioning perfectly well. I don't think it necessarily have to function perfectly well. I didn't hit 100% with these, but I was trying to go in the right direction, and I had progress. But I didn't mean to get my apartment clean all the time, but I took some good progress. I was going in the right direction. This was basically January for me. And then I think in the middle of January or something like that, I began to take the bus again. I began to take the train again. And since 2018, it has been very difficult for me to travel with bus and train again because of the anxiety I have suffered from in recent years. We can talk about this in another video. I can go through what happened, but I just want to say in short that since 2018, it has been very difficult for me to travel with bus and train. In recent years, I have traveled a little bit with bus again, but not for so long distances. But in the beginning of January, I began to take the bus again for longer distances, and I also learned to travel with train again. And you know, that I learned to do that. You know, that was huge victories for me. That was huge victories for me. And I think it touches me emotionally here that I actually did it, because yeah, we can talk about in another video how good it was for me that I did this. I just want to mention what happened in January without making it too short right now, because this is not about striving for perfection. This is just about getting started. And so yeah, in January I began to learn to take the bus and drive with the train again. And you know, that was huge victories for me, but sadly it also gave me a big setback, because for me, learning to take the train, and I almost get afraid by talking about this, it feels so, I don't know how to say it in English, but in Danish it really feels nøjeren. It feels nøjeren to talk about this. I don't know if it feels like if someone is after me or something like that, but maybe it could be something like that I feel right now when I talk about it. But I'll just try to ignore it and stay present here in this moment. So Father, thank you that you are taking care of this. Thank you that I'm healthy in every cell of my body. Thank you for my emotional healing. I receive my emotional healing into every cell of my body. I know I'm good enough as who I am. I know I'm loved. I know I'm appreciated. I know I'm a champion. And I know I can do absolutely all things through Christ. You know, I've been raised up for such a time as this. Today is a good day. Today is a great day to be alive. So Father, thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your grace. And thank you that I'm able to sit down here and share my story with the whole world. Thank you that this is not only going to help me, but thank you that this is going to also help those who watch this. Thank you that this is going to help them tremendously to be better at learning to love themselves and understand themselves. So I pray that in Jesus' name, amen. Let's go back to the video. So just in short, from 2018 to 2022, I really had to fight for my life, but I got my life back in 2022. But then in the beginning of 2023, I had an experience with my father that maybe has caused complex PTSD. So in the last 2 years, I have not been feeling so good again. So in the beginning of the year, I had a great start to the year. I was training to become fit again. I was winter bathing in order to learn to handle or manage my anxiety. I'm not sure if that is the right way to say it. I'm not sure if I like that way to say it. But I went to winter bathing in order for me to help taking care of my anxiety, or however you say it, and also to boost my mental health, because winter bathing is good for many things. Then I was trying to eat healthy foods. I was trying to clean my apartment as good as I could, or as good as I can, or however you say it. And then I began to take the train and bus again, and that was huge victories for me to do that. But when you work with anxiety exposure, sometimes when you go out and do what you're afraid of, it can really drain your energy. It can really make you exhausted. And for me, going out and taking the train again, going out and taking the bus again, you know, I was really afraid of it. I was so afraid. It was not easy. But I knew I had to do it. And all of this, how I felt and something like that, let's go through that in another video. I just want to say that I learned to take the bus and train again. It was huge victories for me. I'm glad that I do it, but unfortunately, it also really drained my energy. So it made me exhausted. It made me so tired that in February I was almost staying in bed and all the time. I had no energy to train. I had no energy to clean my apartment. I got a lot of pain in my body, a lot of emotional pain. It's not easy to talk about. I got a lot of emotional pain, and I just in February I just was so tired that I could almost not do anything other than just stay in the bed and sleep all day. That is how tired it made me. And because I was just staying in bed, it made me angry. It made me really frustrated, because I felt like I could not take action towards the thing that I really wanted. In the last 1.5 years, I have been working towards becoming fit and becoming in great shape so that I could play football again. My dream or my goal in the last 1.5 years has been to be fit and in great shape on my 28th birthday next month in May. But in February, I felt, because I couldn't go out and train, of course I could have trained, but I felt that I could not. So I was just laying in bed all the time. So by me laying in bed all the time, I felt that I felt that I couldn't take the action I wanted towards my dream, and I could just feel that the goal of becoming fit and in great shape, it just came further and further away. So it made me so frustrated. And basically, let's just say it did not make me feel good. it made me feel like I was heading straight toward depression. And that was kind of the month of March. And you know, I don't know if I'm speaking fast right now or something like that. If I begin to do something like this or speak fast, that could also be a sign of the anxiety that I am dealing with, or however you're saying it. So I'll just try to stay calm here right now and focus to be in the present moment. There were also other things that frustrated me as well, but we can talk about that in another video. It was something related to politics and something related on going on in the world at that time, or something like that. But I don't want to go into this in this video. But that also frustrated. That also frustrated me a lot. So basically, in February, I was just not really doing anything. I was just staying in my bed all the time. I had so much pain in my body. It drained my energy. It was emotional pain for all of the emotional trauma and suppressed feelings that I have experienced throughout my life. Yeah, I don't want to go fully in detail with it here right now, but also in March, you know, but let's say in February, it was also very difficult for me to sleep. When I tried to sleep at night, I couldn't sleep. It felt like I was haunted by past memories or something like that. Then I tried to get up early in the morning, but by me not getting any kind of sleep, or not at least good sleep, I did sleep some, but not all the sleep that I wanted. I did get some sleep. That is what I was trying to say. I did get some sleep, but when I then wake up in the morning, I just was so tired, and there was so much pain in my body that I just couldn't get out of bed. So I just stayed in bed and slept until I woke up in the afternoon or something like that, and then I was gonna use maybe 1 or 2 hours to just get energy to get out of my bed. So this is how it actually was in February, and it was also like this in March. And I just began to feel worse and worse and worse. I began to head more and more towards depression. And it makes me sad talking about this right now. But then I reached out to some good people. I knew I had to reach out to some good people. So I reached out to a community that has been really good to help me get back on track recently. I would like to talk about also that here in this video, but in order to not make it too long, we can go through that in another video, how I got back on track and something like that. I feel better now here the 23rd of April. I'm not sure if I was not 100% in depression in February and March, but I was heading straight toward depression. And then in the last month or so, I have been taking some good actions towards my dreams and goals. You know, actually, this is also what made me head towards depression. By me laying in bed, I felt like I couldn't take action on my dreams and goals, and you know, it just made me head straight towards depression because I felt I was just laying in bed and missing out of my life. You know, I wanted to go out of bed, I wanted to get out of bed and put in the effort for what I wanted to do and achieve in my life, but I just felt like I couldn't do it, and it just made me feel so bad. It made me feel so depressed or something like that. So yeah, in the middle of March or something like that, I began to reach out to some good people that could help me, and they have helped me get back on track in the recent month, and now I'm sitting here doing this video. So I will not say that everything is perfect right now, but it is better. And when you go out and make your dreams come true, when you want to achieve something, or if you want to start a YouTube channel, if you want to start a company or something like that, whatever you want to do, it's not about perfection. It's really just about getting started, and then taking one step at a time or something like that. Maybe you can do it in another way, but you know, now maybe this is a cliche for me. This is not about perfection. This is just about showing my journey in life right now, how I feel and how I make my dreams come true. And you know, this is a little bit of a mess here behind me. That is just how it is right now. So right now I just allow myself to be myself, and then I take one step at a time or something like that, just to get back on track. So when you go out and make your dreams come true, it's just about getting started. You don't need to know all the steps, and I don't know all the steps here right now. That what I'm doing, I'm just doing it, and I'm just taking action on what I want to do, and then I learn during the process. So let's talk about now, what is it that I want to, what is my goals, what is my focus here in the, what is my goals, what is my focus here in the short term. So today is the 23rd of April. This video will come out on Friday in 2 days, so that is gonna be the 25th of April. And that is, I know, I don't wanna talk about that. So let's take the 25th of May, that is my birthday in the next month, then there I'll be 28 years old. So let's just take let's just say that my goals now here in the short term, my focus right here in the short term, it's gonna be until the 25th of May or something like that, when I will be 28 years old. So my focus right now is just to get back on track. My goals right now here in the short term is just to, you know, get some good sleep again, get into a good sleeping routine, make sure that I get my apartment cleaned, make sure that I eat healthy food. To begin with exercise again and something like that. Focus on this channel, just build this channel up step by step or something like that. You know, I have 25 subscribers right now, and by me recording now, last time I checked, I could see I had 25 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who are subscribed to my channel so far. This channel is about me and my life, how I make my dreams come true, my authentic life, how to be an authentic version of yourself, and something like that. So yeah, I just want to, I don't know what to say, something inside of me is scaring me right now. You know, I have 25 subs right now, I'm sure this is gonna grow out, but if by me having 1 sub, or if I have 25 subs or 1 million subs, it's gonna be no difference. I'm just gonna be me, and you can follow my journey here of how I make my dreams come true, how I am an authentic version of myself, and there's gonna be no difference at me, even if I have 25 or 1 million subscribers. So I just want to make this content because I love to do this, I love to enjoy this. I enjoy doing this, that is what I probably was trying to say, and yeah, I just want to spread some good vibes and show you that, and encourage you to be yourself, and I think the best way I can encourage you to be yourself is by showing me how I am myself. Because in my experience, the way we live our best life, the ways we live, the way we get most out of life is when we are an authentic version of ourselves. And how are we an authentic version of ourselves? I believe that is when we are not only making our dreams come true, but when we are actually living our dreams. And we all deserve to make our dreams come true, because dreams, that is what gives us the living. But let's talk about that in another video. Not that I don't want to talk about it here, I just wanted to talk about what is my short-term goals, what is my focus right now. You know, when I have had these periods when I have not been feeling good, it has also been very difficult for me to brush my teeth. Just yesterday I went to the dentist, and you know, let's just say I got some news that were better than I expected. But when I feel bad and something like this is when I have these periods when I don't feel so good, it's not easy to do all the things that I want to get done, and sometimes it's not easy to get my teeth brushed. Not because I don't want to, but just because I don't feel like I have the energy to do it. So what are my goals? What are my focus here in the short term? Get into a good sleeping routine. Make sure to eat some healthy food, choose some healthy food, get some exercise. Make sure to clean my apartment, focus on this channel, come into a good progress or process, or however you do, so I can make a good plan to make some great content. I also want to go out and hold some talks or something like that about my life. I did one last year, which you can see here on my channel. It's in Danish, but yeah, you can see it if you want. Maybe there can be English subtitles on from YouTube or something like that. Or maybe I could go out even do a new speak about my life in English I could also put out here. So this is a channel about my life. I'll do content both in English and in Danish. But I don't know if I mostly will talk in English. But I would like to reach an international audience. But sometimes I might speak Danish in this channel, and you know, I also have some other languages that I would like to learn, so it could also be fun to do content in other languages. But for right now, I have talked in this video about how have I felt recently and what are my goals here in the short term. So I could probably say some more things about what are my goals here in the short term, but all in all, or alt i alt, like we say in Danish, I don't know if you say that also in English, but let's just say all in all, my goals and my focus here in the short term is just to get back on track, make sure I get some good sleep, that I get some good quality sleep, that I wake up at the same time every day, and that I go to bed every time at the same day, or time I mean, or something like that. Of course, if I have to go out to a party or something like that, I will also allow myself to this. I don't have to follow this strictly, but it's just to have a good base, a solid foundation. I feel like when I get 8 hours of sleep straight, I'm a whole different version of myself. I have so much more energy. When you get good, continuous quality sleep, it just feels like you have superpower in my experience. You know what I can also say? Also, I have been so tired recently, and I have also been I have found out recently, I went to the doctor, or however, I went to my læge recently. Is that a doctor in English? I went to my doctor recently, and they told me that I was low in vitamin D. So that is also something that has made me tired, and I can talk about why I was that in another video. But yeah, I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but my goals here for the short term: get back on track with my life, make sure I get some good sleep, eat healthy foods, clean my apartment. Just in this category, in this category, my focus and my goals here in the short term is just to get back on track, and then you can mention a lot of things that I want to get back on track with. So I hope that you get the point. It's just about getting back on track, and you know that is included sleeping, eating, cleaning my apartment, doing some good things for myself, make sure to brush my teeth. So I could probably mention some more things, but I hope you get the point. That was this from this video. The next video I will put out is gonna be on the 5th of May, and I filmed a welcome video. It's maybe 1.5. It's maybe it was last Monday. Not Monday this week, but Monday last week. I filmed a welcome video, so I hope to have this welcome video ready at the 5th of May. And then my intention, you know, I would love to post content every Monday and every Friday, but I think that is too much for me right now. So I also have to make sure that I have the capacity to produce this, and I'm not sure if I have that right now. I also need to give myself space to relax and to recharge, so my intention is to post every second Monday and every second Friday, and I will also talk about in the welcome video, but I can just mention it shortly here. My intention is when we have a new month, in the first week of the month, my intention is to post Monday and Friday that week, and then in the second week of a new month, my intention is not to post there, because that can give me some time to relax, maybe film some new content, maybe edit some content. And then in the third week of the month, I will post again Monday and Friday. That is my intention. And then in the fourth week of the month, my intention is not to post there to begin with, because that can also give me some time to relax and recharge again. And then we can build the channel up slowly or something like that. Maybe it could also go fast at some point, or I don't know. I just want this so that there's no pressure on me right now. I just want to get into a routine of just getting started with posting and filming. And right now, maybe I'm not sure if I am really true to myself of how I say, maybe I'm not satisfied with what if I didn't speak it correctly. But my intention to begin with is to get started with posting every second Monday and Friday, like I just talked about. And then I hope to scale. You know, I know what happened. You know, of course, this channel can grow fast right now. It doesn't have to go slowly right now. Maybe it can grow slowly right now, or maybe it will grow fast. I don't really know what's gonna happen, and I don't really plan to grow this fast or slow or something like that. I just plan to focus on taking action and getting into a good routine, and then it will eventually grow. It will attract new subscribers and something like that. People will watch this. This is going to go all around the world, because, you know, I'm a champion and I'm the greatest content creator of all time. So of course people want to see this. But you know, it's not really about how many views or how many subs. It's just about me being an authentic version of myself and providing value for me and for you who are watching this and for our whole community. Because I think there are so many problems in the world that shouldn't be problems. I think if we get better at getting to know ourselves, if we get better at understanding ourselves first of all, then we can better understand other people. And when we can better understand other people, we can better begin to understand our society. And in that order, if we take care of ourselves first, understand ourselves, make sure we love ourselves, then we can better take care of other people, understand them and love them. And when we can do that for other people, then we can begin to better love, understand and take care of our society. And when we do it in this order, that is where magic happens. And in my experience, that is magical to do that in that order. And when we do this, when we take care of ourselves first, so we can learn to take care of other people, so we can learn to take care of our community, that is how we solve the problems in the world. So this is the key to solving all the problems in the world also. But we can talk about that in another video. But I'm just sad about that there are so many problems in the world. I think that all the problems there is in the world right now, they shouldn't be problems. And if we were better at understanding ourselves, then we would be better at understanding other people. And then we would be better at understanding our society. So if we could be better at understanding ourselves, other people and our society, then I don't think there would be all the problems that there is in the world right now. You know, it's not about fighting against each other. It's about helping each other. It's about helping each other. Helping each other make our dreams come true instead of pointing fingers at each other and judging each other. Because when you point fingers at others, there is 1, 2, 3 fingers pointing back at yourself. So you know, it's about taking full responsibility for our own lives. And then people will look at us around and see, hey, Rune is doing great, or you are doing great, or you are doing great. And then people will get inspired that I'm doing great and that you are doing great. And then they will want you also to do great in their life and take action with their life to make sure they live a great life. And then it goes out to the whole community or something like that. So that is how to solve all the problems in the world or something like that. I didn't plan to say this in the video, but this is just me being an authentic version of myself. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I kind of run out of words now. We could also talk about this in other videos. So yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and I'm excited to see you in the next video on Monday the 5th of May. Take care of yourself and make sure to remind yourself that you are valuable. You are good enough as you are. You are a champion. You can do all things through Christ. It's all right to be you. You are welcome. You are loved and you are appreciated. So let me know in the comments, what are your dreams? What are your thoughts about this video? Do you have any problems? Do you have any issues? Let me know in the comments so we can talk about it together, so we can help each other live a better life. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to like this video, and make sure to share this video with everyone you know and everyone you don't know. You can also follow me on Instagram, and yeah, what else can I say? I may, if you want, may open up for some coaching sessions if you would like to be better at understanding yourself or something like that. So maybe that is also something I can begin to offer. And I also have some thoughts about making a Discord server or something like that, where we can help each other make our dreams come true, talk about life and something like that. So I'm excited for this video. I think you can say there is a term of saying that you are absolutely stoked. I think it means something like that you are excited or something like that. So I'm just getting some good energy from this right now, you know. I'm absolutely stoked, you know, I'm a champion, you know, I can do all things through Christ, you know, I can choose to believe in myself, you know, I'm good enough as who I am, you know. Let's go, man, you know, let's go with the flow, you know. See you in the next video, bye-bye. See you in the next video, bye-bye. Always believe in yourself, choose to love yourself, choose to say some good words to yourself, you know, I am loved, choose to say some good words to yourself, you know, I am loved, I am a champion, I can do all things through Christ. I can do all things through Christ. I'm good enough as who I am. See you in the next video.
Ben Midi, Lemon Squeedy.
Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Rune, Stentoft Arlbjørn. I'm 27 years old and I'm here from Vejle, Denmark. Actually, I was born in Kolding, but I have grown up in this town, Vejle. Tell me in the comments, what is your dream? You know, maybe I should make a song called What is your dream? What is your dream? What is your dream by Simon Squibb. That is also one of my dreams. I want to make a song